Hey everyone, Grayson the Bard here, and welcome back for day 125 of the Hunt-A-Day. We've talked about Grimclaw Tigrex, we've talked about Tigrex from Frontier, yesterday we talked about Brute Tigrex, and the only subspecies, variant, whatever you want to say, of Tigrex I haven't talked about is Molten, and that's because it's the one I can't record. I guess we should finally talk about the base version, huh? Yes, today we are fighting regular, basic-ass Tigrex, and I am going to continue to not be consistent in how I pronounce his name, so get ready for Tigrex, whatever my mouth feels at the moment. I am feeling a lot better today, so I've got a little more energy, which means you can probably hear a bit more joviality in my voice as I'm recording this. And I think I was a little bit hard on Brute Tigrex yesterday. I realized that as I was hunting regular Tigrex, because I was using a greatsword for this hunt instead of the heavy bowgun, my shotgun build, and I love the shotgun build. I think it's very fun, it's very safe, it's very easy to get good clears on monsters with, but I think I've started to get bored of it. And it's weird because I until I started doing this challenge, I hadn't played much World. I'd been playing mostly Rise and Frontier in my off time, and in those games I didn't use the shotgun at all. And then when I started doing the Hunt-A-Day, when I was doing World, I have mostly been using Greatsword and Hunting Horn with only the shotgun a little bit. But I went back last night after I was reading a couple comments and responded to a couple comments, and I fought a Brute Tigrex with the Greatsword. It is a lot more fun. The wind pushes you back a lot more and all that, so a slight retraction on my Brute Tigrex video. But we're not here to talk about him. We're here to talk about regular Tigrex. And I really like him. I really enjoy all three of the Pseudo-wyvern triad, and I'm probably going to talk about Barryoff tomorrow. Because I've already talked about Nargacuga. I'm talking about Tigrex today. I'm probably going to do Barryoff tomorrow, and then probably Frostfang after that, is what I'm thinking. But I think these monsters consistently have the most fun, engaging, and also fair fights. They're all pretty tough in different ways, and they kind of embody different aspects of ways that Monster Hunter monsters are designed. You have Nargacuga, who is pure speed. Nargacuga is an assassin. Nargacuga jumps around, ambushes you, uses ranged weapons to deal small damage, small for a Monster Hunter monster, but it deals that damage very rapidly, meaning you still have to be careful or else you're going to get bumped. Barryoff, on the other hand, is technical. It uses elements, and it tries to slow the hunter down and trip them up before going in for pretty meaty attacks. It can cause whirlwinds to throw you around. It can freeze you with the ice blight. It is a very tactics-driven monster. And then we have Tigrex, who is pure, raw power and aggression. Tigrex is still fast. All of the Pseudo-wyverns are very speedy monsters, but Tigrex leverages the brute force aspects of it. If Nargacuga is very targeted and direct and precise. Let me put it this way. If Nargacuga is a dagger, Tigrex is a great hammer. Tigrex will smash into you, bludgeon you, absolutely relentless assault, pure front-on, not much tactics to it. If you look at the way Tigrex fights, it is entirely through charges and slams and big spins where it throws its whole body at you. One of the commenters in the last video on Brute Tigrex described Tigrex's fighting style as a tantruming child, and I agree 100%, and that's what I love about it. It is just pure unga bunga in the utmost form. Tigrex is just a very good, powerful fight, and it's hard to beat. And I understand I have a little bit of bias because I tend to have a preference for the raw, non-elemental, big, strong punch boy monsters. And while I don't put Tigrex in my top 10 monsters, there's a lot of others that fill in that space. It is knocking on that door. It's a very fun fight, and when I have to fight Tigrex, I don't dread it. I enjoy fighting it. I think he's cool. Visually, I talked about this a bit yesterday, but I really love Tigrex's design and color palette. The draconic T-Rex head on the squat but speedy, like pseudo-wyvern frame. The way it uses its wing arms to like propel itself and claw at you across the battlefield, it's all a very good look. I do miss from early generations the weird lankiness of Tigrex, where it used to like walk around on its hind legs like a Rathalos, and before like starting the actual fight, and then it would get down on all fours. I don't know why they got rid of that. I'm assuming it just has to do with like readability, and like people associate Tigrex more with the quadrupedal look, and so they just got away with when it's like bipedal entirely, and that's fine. That's their decision. But I do kind of miss the weirdness of walking into a zone and seeing Tigrex like up on its two legs with its wings out, like looking like it's ready to take to the skies. And the color palette is great. The yellow and the blue contrast really well. I have been like getting into, like, over the past couple of years, I've been slowly getting into a Warhammer and miniature painting. And I really want to paint up, there's a faction in Warhammer called the Tyranids, which are these just like hungry space bug monsters with like carapace plating. And I really want to paint up some Tyranid models in the Tigrex color palette with like the yellow base and the blue like striations on them. I think it would be really cool looking. But yeah, Tigrex is a great fight. I really like it. He does not skip many games, and I can't explain why, but I have a gut feeling that I think Tigrex is going to skip Wilds. I don't know why. I have absolutely no like foundational backing besides I got a gut feeling, but I for whatever reason, I think we're not going to see Tigrex in Wilds. It may show up in the expansion, but I can't say for sure. I'm going to give Tigrex like a 3 out of 10 to show up in Monster Hunter Wilds. And then, of course, because it is like the second generation flagship, it's a very popular monster. It has not skipped many games. A 10 out of 10 for a future game. And that's where I'm going to be wrapping up the ramble for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Please stick around until the end of the hunt if you can. I had a lot of fun with this one. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. I would absolutely love to get to 600 subscribly-doos before Wilds releases, but if you don't want to, don't. And until next time, I'll see y'all next time.